In this edition of If Explains, listen to Insight Forward CEO Ross Hill and Chief Geopolitical Officer Dr. Treston Wheat discuss AI-enabled cyberattacks.
All right, and then I guess finally, our sort of last one in our list of risks is AI-enabled attacks.
Yeah.
Cyber attacks. Cyber attacks, obviously, going on for a long time, some hugely impactful. But how is AI actually changing that threat?
Mm-hmm. So cyber attacks are obviously a perennial issue. Everything from ransomware to business email compromise. Corporations have dealt with this for quite a while. AI-enabled cyber attacks, though, are going to be slightly different in a couple ways. One, say like ChatGPT or something, can easily write a script. And so script kiddies, that's our term for people who are attempting to be hackers but not very good at it yet, can have a lot more development in their code than previously would have been able to. And so they can use AI to write a significant portion of the code for them that can be significantly more sophisticated than before. So part of like this trend is you're just going to have to assume more sophistication rather than just from APTs, advanced persistent threats.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then connected to this as well is social engineering. So one of the easiest sort of defenses we had against like phishing attacks or social engineering attacks was poorly constructed English, Cyrillic scripts, things that made it easily noticeable that this person wasn't who they said they were. AI, now you can just type it into an AI or large language model, and it'll put out a grammatically correct scripts for you to use in a social engineering attack. And so it creates an added layer of sophistication for all potential attacks. And that's really where the big risk comes from. Is it's no longer about stopping, these low-level ransomware or random phishing attempts. No, you are now going to have to approach cybersecurity that all potential hackers, hacktivists, nation state actors will have a layer of sophistication that they didn't have before.
Interesting. That's even now the most basic threat actor is potentially far more sophisticated than they've ever been. So just even detecting attacks in the first place, and there's been some pretty high profile kind of phishing and impersonation, deep fake type attacks already that have had some quite significant financial value to them. And I guess that exists within the whole kind of spectrum of everything that we've talked about already, and includes things like mis and disinformation that fuels some of the other risks that we've talked about.
Absolutely.